called network marketing. So you would think that networking would be pretty important, wouldn't you? In this video, we're going to talk about how to generate leads when approaching networking events. Now, there's a lot of different theories, but there's one that I like to adhere to. Oftentimes you'll go to a networking event and you're gonna see people do what I like to call the bull in a china shop theory. That is not my style, that's not what Quattro XTS is all about. And what that means is you see people running around the room just handing out as many business cards as possible. That's not what I like to do at all. First things first when it comes to going to networking events is taking on the proper mindset. Your goal should be to connect with maybe 5 to 10 key people at that event. You wanna be looking out for certain things. Who's sharp, who's well dressed, who's well spoken. Think about it. If you're the CEO of a major corporation, who would you wanna put onto your team? Let's talk about that for a second. You are the CEO of a major business. So when you're out at networking events, that's who you're looking to identify. You're looking to identify strong players. And I use the word players because players are who are gonna help your business grow. What I like to do when I go to a networking event, like I said, is I like to identify 5 to 10 key players who I can really connect with. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna get a lot of business cards. And what do most people do with their business cards? Probably what you do as well. You get home and you throw them in a drawer. But if I have the ability to make an impact on you in the very moment that I meet you, chances are you're gonna keep my card out, and most likely when I call you to follow up, you're gonna take my call. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to be as interested in people as possible when you go to a networking event. Their opportunity, what they do for a living, quite honestly, is far more important in meeting number one than what anything you have to offer could be. So what I want you to do is I want you to ask a lot of questions, build relationships. If you have the opportunity to talk about what you do, fantastic, but guess what? If you don't, that's okay too. You wanna find out as much as possible about that person so that when you do follow up with them, they know that you're more concerned with what it is that they're all about than what it is that you have to offer. We're gonna talk a lot in all these training videos about how you can serve other people. Quite honestly, that's what this whole industry is about. So when you go to networking events, a couple of key pointers. 1, be well dressed. 2, make sure your elevator pitch is tight. We're gonna talk about elevator pitches in another video. 3, make sure that you have business cards on you. One of the biggest mistakes I see people in networking doing is forgetting to have business cards on them. However, a little trick for you, if you happen to forget your business card, just say, hey, you know what? I ran out of business cards. Give me your contact information. I'll write down my information on the back of yours. Always make sure that you get their contact information. It's far more important for you to have their contact information than it is for them to have your contact information. And then very simply listen, hey, listen, you seem like a great person. I've really enjoyed talking to you. Would it be okay if I followed up with you? I'd love to grab lunch or a cup of coffee or whatever it is to share some more ideas about what we might be able to do together. I think I see some real opportunity for us to collaborate as entrepreneurs. People are gonna take to that very, very well. Especially in these economic times, people are always looking for new streams of income, new ways of stretching themselves, and network marketing is the perfect opportunity for them to do that. Your job as a networker at networking events is to say, hey, listen, here's what I do for a living. I'm a leader. This is what I'm looking to build. I'm looking for a couple of types of people. You strike me as that type of individual. Are you open to a conversation? That's it. We're not closing on the spot. I'm not asking for a credit card. I'm not saying buy my product. I'm simply saying, hey, listen, I feel like there's a connection here. I'd love to learn more about you, and I'd love to see if I can serve you in any way possible. So again, when you go to networking events, get it in your mind that you're looking for 5 to 10 key people that you can really relate to, really connect with, and at the end of the day, people that you'd want to bring onto your team. That's what's most important, is the mindset has to be, hey, listen, I might be bringing you on board. Remember, you're qualifying people to work with you. Don't allow others to try and qualify you whether or not they want to work with you, if that makes sense. So again, at the end of the day, it's really on you to present yourself professionally, authentically, and most importantly, confidently.